Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Asan Khurram, and in this channel Asan Insights, I teach small business owners how they can actually scale their business from 0 to 1 million revenue in just 6 months with the help of social media advertising and promoting their business through their websites. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually back up and restore your websites on Hostinger hosting. So this is exactly the video for those people who have actually hosted a website, a WordPress website on different hosting plan or on a different hosting provider such as GoDaddy.com. Now they want to migrate or they want to shift their website to Hostinger hosting plan. So I have already purchased a hosting plan of a year, and these are some domains which I have bought from Hostinger. Now this video I already assumes that you have already downloaded your backup from your hosting, WordPress backup, which is in the form of .tar, and also you have downloaded the databases as well. Okay, so basically we are going to use two things. The first thing is actually the website files of WordPress that are in the form of .tar, and the other thing is actually the databases. In that case I have many because I have hosted more than one website. So basically when you go into this folder, you will see that I have actually 3 domains and 3 folders as well. So going back to the Hostinger platform, this is like H panel of Hostinger, which is quite easy and user friendly. So what you actually need to do is actually you have to go towards the website. Okay, now you are in the website, so this is where it will actually tell you like you have a new hosting plan. Now you can add website to it. So now you can see that this is the whole web hosting and this is like their package business web hosting. Now I'm going to add a website. So in order to do that, I will just simply click on this button, add website, and I'm going to choose WordPress. Okay, it will give you some basic details, like this is where you actually put the WordPress admin email and their password. Just remember to keep the password that might be used in the later on. So just rename it, or just put password that you know, or put save the password somewhere else so you can use it later. Okay, so once we done that, let me just copy and paste that password, and so that I can use it later on. So I mean like password, and then just save that password here. Now I will click on next. Okay, now here it will ask you what kind of website you want to build, but right now we are interested in to actually back up the website from a database we have already downloaded. For that purpose, we will simply click on this create blank site. Now it will ask you like what kind of domain you actually want to link to. I have already 4 domains in my domain portfolio, so I'm going to choose one of the website. For example, I'm going to choose buddyassan.com. Now I have selected the domain. I will click on next. It will ask you where your target audience is located. For generic purpose, I would say that just let it be United States and click on next. Now it will take some time to process the information and actually make a WordPress website for that specific domain we have selected. Okay, and once we do that, we are going to do 2 things. We are going to upload the database. We are going to upload the WordPress web files, and then we are going to upload the database. So there we are going to do 2 tasks. So it's creating a WordPress website on our domain, that is buddyassan.com. It will take some time. Okay, that's great. We are good to go. It will directly land you towards the WordPress page, but we are not interested in actually doing the whole building the whole website again from scratch. We have already our WordPress websites files that are stored from different hosting plan. Now we are going to upload it and restore our website. For this purpose, I'm just simply going to click on back and go towards the H panel hostinger. Now you can see that if you go towards the main menu in H panel and then you go to websites, now you can see that it actually has hosted the buddyasn.com. Now we will go towards the dashboard, then we will go towards the file, then we will go towards the file manager. Now here it shows you two options. The first one is actually for a specific domain. The second one is actually for the whole website hosting. Okay. In my case, I have actually three websites to be hosted right now in this directory. So what I'm going to choose here, access all files for business web hosting. But for if you are hosting only one website, you can actually click on this file, access files for buddyasn.com. So right now I'm clicking on access all files for business web hosting. Now what you are going to do here, you're going to click on upload. Okay, here it asks you what you want to upload, whether you want to upload a file or a folder. In our case, it is our file, which is in the form of .tar. So let me go to, then we will click on this upload button, then it will ask you, then we will click on file. Then it will ask us the directory. In our case, my directory is like website transfer, and this is the directory I had, which is has a roughly approximately 5 GBs of data. Okay, so I will click on it, and based on the size of the file, it will take some time. As you can see here, it's giving me an approximately that it will roughly take somewhere around 3 hours or 4 hours. Okay, so this is where you can actually see the progress of uploading your data file. Okay, which is our WordPress website files, which we have downloaded from a different host. Now I have successfully uploaded the backup of my website buddyasn.com. Just keep that in mind. I have done an additional step. As you can see that my actual backup was this .tar file that actually contains 3 websites data. Hostinger only allows you to upload somewhere around 3 GB of data. Then after that it creates an error. So what I actually did, I extracted those files, and then after extracting those files, I go to that extracted folder, then I go to domain, then I converted those files into zip file. So example, you can see that buddyasn.com has a zip file. So I right click it, then I go to compress, then I click on zip file. Once the file was zip, I uploaded that zip file onto Hostinger file manager. That being said, the next thing we actually need to do is actually to extract those files into the directory. So for this purpose, I'm going to right click on it. Then I'm going to click on extract. Then I'm going to name the folder where it needs to be extracted. For this purpose, I will rename it as backup. And then buddyasn. So just to distinguish it, that is the backup of buddyasn.com. Then let me extract it. So it will take some time to extract the data, and you have to actually wait for it. And once it gets done, we actually need to move those files to the actual directory here. Okay. So I think the file has been extracted. So let's move on and check that directory as well. So when we go to buddyasn, you can see that this is the actual buddyasn.com file. Then we will go towards the public HTML. Now these are the files that we actually need to move to the actual directory where the WordPress website has been hosted. So how we can actually do that? So what we are going to do, we are going to select all those files here in this directory by clicking on this option. I will select all files one by one. I know there might be an option there where you are actually able to select all those files with a single option, but right now I can't find that option as. So let me just take it one by one. So now once I have selected those all files, now what we actually need to do, will go towards this move option. You can see that this is the move option. So we will click on this move option. So we will, in order to go back to the current directory or parent directory, we will need to click on this double dot. And you can see the actual path of the files here in this panel. Now we are at the current directory where you can see that we have actually made our backup_buddyasn.com. Now we will, in order to go to the actual directory, we will go towards domain. Then we will go towards buddyasn.com. Then we will go towards public HTML. Now this is where we actually need to move those files. So I will click on move. So keep that in mind. You have extracted the first of all, you have uploaded the WordPress website files, then you extracted it, then you select all those extracted files that are currently present in public_HTML, and then you move those files to the actual directory where the WordPress website has been hosted, into domain, then into public HTML. Now I will simply click on move. Here it will ask you that there are multiple files that will be replaced by these move files that you are currently moving. So we will click it that we want to replace those files as well. So we have successfully transferred our WordPress files to the actual directory. And now the next thing we need to do, we actually need to transfer the database as well. So for this purpose, we will first create a new database, then upload our previous database into the existing database. So I will show you step by step how we can actually do that. Now we have successfully transferred our uploaded file to the actual directory of public.html. The next thing we need to do is need to actually upload our database as well for the WordPress website. So how we can actually do that, I'm going to show you right now. So heading back to the H panel of Hostinger, we will go towards the databases and then we will go towards the management. Now we are here in order to create a new database. Then after creating the new database, we will actually upload the backup database that we have already stored in our directory. So there, one thing you need to actually consider that the newly created database must have the same name, a username and password as that was created in your previous WordPress websites. And how you can actually know what kind of name, username and password you have to put in this window in order to create it. So we will head back to our directory, local directory. This is where I have extracted the files. Then we will go towards the domain. Now here you will actually go towards the domain that you are currently working on. So in our case, I'm working on buddyasn.com. So I will go towards buddyasn.com. I will go to public_HTML file and I will look for vpconfig php. Here I will right click it and then I will open it with text editor. Now if you scroll a little bit, now you can find the DB name, you can find the DB user, and you can find the DB password. So we have to copy this YGQND and FO, this and all those things to our actual database that we are going to create. And keep that in mind, this first alphabet or the first characters are stationary. I mean that you cannot change it whenever you are going to create a new database. So we are only interested in the values that are after underscore. So I will first of all copy, heading back to our file hpanel, we see that first of all we need to put the database name. Now I will go to wconfig file and I will copy this ygNQ. This is handled by db underscore name. So you can get the idea. This is what the field we need to copy and paste at that value. I will paste here. The next thing we need to copy is the username, which is this one. And the last thing we need to copy is the password. Now, once you have done that, what we are going to do, we will just click on create. So after you have created your database, the next thing we need to do is actually you have to go towards enter php my admin panel. So click on this button here, enter php my admin. So you can see that by default your newly created database has been pre-selected. Now you will go towards the import. Then you will select the file to import. And here I will go towards the directory, website. This is where I have stored the files. Now I will go towards and look at the database with my file name. This is the file name, okay, ygqnd. So I mean these are database at two different time steps, so you can choose whatever it likes to you. So for me, I will pick the database that was downloaded earlier. Now once you have given it the directory, now without changing anything, don't change anything in this format and just simply click on import. It will take some time to import. Now you will see this message import has been successfully finished and this kind of queries have been executed. Now the final thing we need to verify is to see whether the values that we created in order to create the database does match with the actual wp-config file that is currently present in the Hostinger database. So let me just cancel it. Host our website or not, or our website is back or not. So the one thing I need to do is here is actually I need to change the maintenance mode. So in order to do that, I will simply go towards WordPress. Okay, my maintenance mode is already. here was the thing. I had an error like 500 error in buddyasn.com, but the good thing about Hostinger that it allows you to automatically fix those errors by going to this option. So I will show you where are these options are showed. So you will go towards in C panel, you will go towards overview, WordPress, then you will go towards AI troubleshooter. So this AI troubleshooter will automatically look at those errors and try to mitigate those errors. So this is what exactly it has done for me, and hopefully it will do it for you as well. So now you can see that my website is back. Now my whole digital marketing portfolio is right there. I will just navigate through the site and see does it works good or not. Okay, now the website is back and now it's operating accordingly. So this is how you can actually upload a backup on Hostinger file manager, then upload the database, and ultimately by the use of AI troubleshooter you are able to get your website back and be running on your portfolio. Thank you for joining me. I hope this tutorial have been helpful. If you have any questions, any errors regarding this tutorial to the process, I request you to write down your comments. I will be happy to help you out. Thank you for joining me.